Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peyton and today is our very second episode. It feels like the very first, but it's the second of my Happy Home Paradise series. Feels like the first because it's the first time I'm doing it kind of like this, where I've already recorded the content, but I'm kind of just voiceovering it, telling you what happened. And we're only focusing on one build per video. That way, you don't have to watch 5 hours of me being indecisive building villager homes. Hopefully, it's a little bit more enjoyable that way, and it's a little bit easier for me to record these videos. As always, we started out looking at the amazing items. I was particularly excited for that old school TV and that chair back there. And at this point, this is going to be the third villager house I have done. I started out and we already did Eloise and puddles in my first video. You guys can watch that if you haven't checked it out already. It was kind of long, so, you know, no worries. I also always check in with Wardell, even though he says absolutely nothing to me. It is my goal to make this walrus love me so much by the end of this. I wanted to blow him a kiss and do the little heart, but I realized I didn't have that readily available to me, so we just moved on and pretended it didn't happen. So every time I play Happy Home, I kind of just run straight in the office. I don't like to look at everybody on the beach because I want to be like surprised. So over here we got Stu, this pig, Maggie, who wanted like a lot of dolls, which is a little strange, but she's cute otherwise. We have Miss Robyn, who wants to relax with classical things. And this frog, whose name I don't know, and this bunny who I can't get over his unibrow. I was really tempted to do this frog, but since I'd already done puddles, I kind of wanted to get a little bit more variety in the villagers I picked. And as much as I would love to do the arcade, in the end, I decided to pick Miss Robyn here because I've done mostly like cute, colorful builds up to this point, and I thought it might be nice for something kind of different and something a little more sophisticated. And Robyn loved the idea, as you could see. And then we move on to our lovely love it or list it style consultation. Robyn, I'm so excited to discuss the details. My vacation home would look something like this. And then I saw these lovely basic furniture items that are very antique, and yeah, we just got right to it. Now, this part admittedly always takes me like a long time. I think I might have cut the footage even shorter than this, and you'll see I like go back and forth a lot. I knew I wanted to do something like fall themed, but I never really know what layout I want to do because I feel like some layouts will fit other villagers better. So I always kind of like save some that I think are really extra good for potential like dreamies that might stumble on the island. But in the end, I was deciding mostly between the little fall islands here. And I went back and forth a lot until I finally decided on, I'm still not decided. I finally decided on this one. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. That's just the one I was feeling when I recorded this at like 1 a.m. the other night. Peyton, please lead Robyn to the site and best of luck. And I did it all. And here we are. I really enjoyed this like exterior moment we have here. Like I think it's a nice setup. I like that it's kind of like sunken in and there's these cliffs all around it. I always see, now we got time lapse. We're doing it. I also never cut out me changing my mind about things just because I think it's kind of fun to see like where I started and then what direction I ended up going in. But anyway, as you'll be able to see, I knew I wanted to do a very like rustic fall moment. I always like to do the exterior of the house first, just so I can kind of establish a color theme. And I really liked this for Robyn. I thought that the brown, like the dark brown with the little swirly door was really nice. I also have an obsession with fencing. I think I've done fences in every single villager home at this point. And at the time I'm doing this voiceover, I think I've actually done 7 of these now. Don't worry, I recorded them all. You'll be able to see all of them. And at first I struggled a lot with not knowing like what I was going to put behind the house. Like I really wanted to put trees behind there, but there was not enough room. So we just had to kind of give up that idea and come back to it later. I also always try and use some pathing during my builds. This is the first time too you'll see I actually use some custom designs. Before this, all my custom designs were from my city core island that I just totally destroyed. So now I have some more natural pathing that I'm going to use, that I'm planning on using on my actual island, so I've been using them in the builds. Basically, what I wanted to do for this front yard was I wanted it to kind of be like, she's a gardener. You know, I think that's kind of elegant. Like, fancy people usually are good at gardening, right? Or am I just making that up? So I wanted to have a section of the yard where she could do some gardening, and I thought that the pathing around that big new tree item, that name I don't know, looked kind of nice because that's her gardening section. And then the other side of the yard is the more like, this is where we're gonna hang out, this is where she's gonna like sit, maybe read a book. Honestly, maybe she's the kind of lady who cracks open a bottle of red wine. Non-alcoholic, of course, because we don't know Miss Robyn's age, but something tells me she's like a sophisticated older hip lady. So yeah, I just basically did the gazebo and then the nice iron chair table, and then the pathing I'm laying down are just some scattered acorns and some scattered mushrooms. At this point, I hadn't unlocked the ability to put actual mushrooms, but if I had that ability at this point, I probably would have done that as well. And then as you can see, I figured out my dilemma with the back, and I decided to put in some more holly bushes just because, you know, it's of the season. And I found these bunnies that I really love. I've seen other people use them, and I was wondering when I was going to get them, and I finally did. And I also decided that I wanted to make the exterior like a bit darker and rainy, because to me fall is very cozy and rain is cozy. Okay, and then we moved on to the interior, which is the more complicated part. I feel like there are way more options when it comes to interior than exterior, at least now where I am in the game, that's the case. So I always start out picking the wallpaper and flooring, and I knew instantly I wanted to use this wallpaper because it seems very sophisticated, but it's also blue, and Robyn's blue. And I tend to, like, I guess, match the villagers' houses to what they look like. I don't know if that's weird or if that's a thing most people do, but that's what I did. You'll see here, I'm trying to play out with, like, I didn't have the walls that you could put up yet, so I was trying to make the bookcases into a wall because I wanted just some separation. I'm making it my mission with every single build I do, even if they ask for something, like, very specific, like if they want a restaurant or, like, a bathroom, I still want to make it so it's also a place where they could sleep, because in my head, like, it's a vacation home. And as far as I know, on this archipelago, there's no, like, free beds hanging around. So if I don't give them a bed, where are they gonna sleep, you know? So I always, no matter what, even if, like, I was making this just into a library, there's gotta be a bed. So I wanted to make the bed kind of like a focal point in this one because she didn't really ask for anything specific. So I was kind of just like, all right, let's make this a bedroom, like a sophisticated bedroom where she can marvel at her things and just have a good old time. What I really did struggle with in particular here was just the placement of all the other furniture. Like, after I decided that the bookshelf and the bed were going to kind of be along this back wall, I changed my mind a lot with what else was going to be around. I had just recently gotten the makeup bag item, which you could see laying on the dresser next to the mirror, and I knew I really wanted to utilize that because I thought, I really like makeup, so I thought it was an interesting item. And I can just imagine Robyn is the kind of lady who, she likes refined things. I imagine she uses, like, expensive like stupid expensive makeup. Like I feel like she's using like a Chanel lip gloss that you can't even see at all, but it's just what she does and what she uses to make herself feel beautiful. So I knew I wanted that, and I knew I wanted to use this couch because I liked that the red cushions kind of fit the carpet, and the carpet has the red and blue, so to me it matched the wall. And yeah, that's my logic. I kind of just toyed around a lot with these other items, trying to figure out how I can put a lot of things in the room, but also like make it not look crazy. And this is kind of what I came up with for the floor part. And then I always have a lot of trouble with the walls because I think my first two builds, I did not utilize the walls enough. And then I watched some other creators and they had things all over the walls. And it just looks so much more natural because I don't know about you, but like in my home, I've got things all over every single wall. Like we love wall decor in real life, so why not put it in Animal Crossing? This was also the first time I did not put the villager photo right in the center of the back wall, which in my last video I said I was going to try and put the villager poster in every single room. And Robyn's picture doesn't really fit the vibe, I feel like, but I stuck it in there anyway. And yeah, this is my finished room. This is what I came up with. We're taking some lovely pictures here, and then I will let you guys enjoy the lovely little montage, because it's the best part of these videos, I think. You cannot convince me otherwise that those montages are not the very best part of the game. Like, those montages are all the serotonin you need for a day. And yeah, well, that was my Robyn build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I talked throughout the whole thing. I didn't think I would, but I did. Hopefully that's okay. Maybe in the future, if the builds are a little long, I'll talk a little less so you can just kind of like sit back, relax, and enjoy. So after this, I got to run into an amazing display here with this lovely, lovely, lovely walrus teaching me how to polish things, because I'm sure I'm not as far in the game as you guys are. As I said, this was like my third build, but at this point I've filmed like over 7 of these, so you know, we're doing it. But anyway, this is the first time I got to see Wardell polishing something, which means I'm gonna get to learn it soon. Isn't that super exciting? I think it is. I'm progressing. Lottie feels proud of me. Look at me, she's saying I'm a winner all over. I got that hard-earned cash, that hard-earned pokey. And then I went ahead and I purchased the items that I wanted to purchase, which today was not all of them. I'm trying to like conserve my pokey just because I know there will be like a mind-blowing item I run into. So for today, I just bought the chair. Although the little flamingo tube is very cute, I actually already found it on my island. I don't remember how. I think I got it in a balloon. And I got the piggy bank, and I got the TV with the VCR, because how could I not? And that concludes today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please consider subscribing to the channel. We have so many more episodes of this coming out soon. Please like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned and hanging out with me. Bye-bye!